This is the second part of the historical series about the 5 members of the Geneva Committee, founded in February 1863. In this part, we present Gustave Moynier. Gustave was born in Geneva on the 21st of September, 1826. He was the only child of the Moynier family, who had been watchmakers for decades. Gustave attended the College Calvin in Geneva and graduated in literature at 20. He then moved to Paris, where at just 24 he earned a second degree in law. While in Paris, he met Fanny Packard, the daughter of a well-established Geneva banking family, who would later become his wife. The couple had 5 children, but only 2 survived into adulthood. The Moynier and Packard families were wealthy enough to allow Gustave to dedicate his time to philanthropic endeavors without having to work for a living. His exceptional professional skills allowed him to achieve goals very successfully, so much so that he was invited to be the president of the Geneva Society of Public Welfare, a voluntary position. Having attended the same college, Moynier and Dunant had known each other since childhood, but it was the book A Memory of Solferino that brought them together. Gustave was extremely impressed with it. As president of the Geneva Society for Public Welfare, he found the ideas fascinating, and he recognized their potential to be supported internationally. The creation of the First Relief Committee, following the International Conference in Geneva in October 1863, was the embodiment of one of these ideas. Even the Geneva Committee drew on his managerial capabilities, and in March 1864, Moynier became the second president of the Committee of 5. The 10 articles in the First Geneva Convention of 1864, which were approved without any substantial change by all state parties, were mainly written by the talented Moynier. Although it is universally recognized that the ideas came from Dunant, it was Moynier's elaboration and consolidation that turned the First Geneva Convention into the cornerstone of international humanitarian law. Moynier also founded the Institute of International Humanitarian Law in Gand, in Belgium, in 1873. Then in Oxford, in 1880, he drafted the Laws of War on Land, best known as the Oxford Manual. A further development of Moynier's ideas can be found in the Notes on Criminal Sanctions to be added to the Geneva Convention, published in Cambridge in 1895. This document advocates the creation of an international criminal jurisdiction. Thus, Moynier can be considered as one of the precursors of the idea of international criminal courts, such as those for ex-Yugoslavia, Rwanda, and the International Criminal Court. Moynier led the International Committee of the Red Cross with an iron fist for about 40 years. He was either president or vice president at the international conventions in Paris, Berlin, Karlsruhe, Geneva, and many more. Under his tenure, the ICRC's activities intensified significantly. It is also worth mentioning the creation of the Committee for Prisoners of War in Basel in 1870, which adopted a green cross as its symbol. So when did the name Red Cross Society appear for the first time? In 1872, Moynier sent a memo to all societies, asking them to follow the example of the Dutch Red Cross, which was the first one to call itself society. Between 1876 and 1904, Moynier was involved with King Leopold II of Belgium in the works of the International Association for the Exploration and Civilization of Africa, which was basically a way for Belgium to colonize the Congo. In 1904, Gustave Ador became president of the ICRC. However, Moynier remained honorary president until his death at the age of 84 on the 21st of August, 1910. While honored and respected during his lifetime, Moynier was rather forgotten after his death in Geneva in 1910. It was only with the centenary in 2010 that his life was redocumented and his considerable contributions celebrated. Henry Dunant and Gustave Moynier, two very different men in spirit and in life. They had very different attitudes and behavior, the former enthusiastic and impulsive, the latter more pragmatic and conformist. They never understood each other, but they were indeed a part of the same revolution in the humanitarian world.